get basic health care? Queen Esther, mental picture.
I don't want to.
Picture yourself also having a healthcare facility in your community that has now become a debt trap. Instead of saving you, it leads to your debt. What is the nature and current condition of the healthcare facility in your community? Today, we will be discussing the attitude of government towards the maintenance of healthcare industry in Nigeria. We will be joined by Premium Times reporter who worked on this report, Olatunkomi. I also have, again, in the studio with me, Queen Esther, this morning to discuss this issue, the issue of our healthcare industry and how negligence has led to the death of many avoidable deaths. Good morning, Queen Esther, once again. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very well. I have to seize this opportunity to say happy birthday to Queen Esther because why not? She's been an integral part of this, and today is her birthday. She's 53 today, and special shout out to Queen Esther.
Thank you, Amaka.
Yeah. On this show, Premium Times Half Hour, we discuss important issues that should concern you as a Nigerian. Premium Times is Nigeria's leading investigative and accountability platform. We bring this show to you weekly as part of our mandate of providing the information you need to make informed decisions. The show spotlights exclusive reports produced by Premium Times reporters, from in-depth investigations and unique analysis to human angle stories. This is an audience-centered program, meaning you'll be able to call us at any time to share your opinion with us. The phone numbers to call are 09032229797, 09032229797. You can also call 08082222037, 08082222037. And you can as well call 081-8222-2205, 081-8222-2205. Those are the numbers to call. But before we delve into today's special report, my co-presenter Queen Esther will bring us up to date on some stories we published during the week. Queen Esther.
Okay, so here are some interesting reports Premium Times published during the week. First, there was a part 3 of a special report titled Left to Suffer, and how Buhari delays law seeking social safety nets for senior citizens. We also published a report on how the current flood in the country has killed 500 and damaged 90,000 homes across Nigeria, according to officials. The floods this year appear to be unprecedented, and about half of the country have become almost underwater. So many states have been submerged in this disaster. In another special report, we published how criminalization of petty offenses in Nigeria violates the poor. You can see all of these and more on our website, www.premiumtimesng.com, for your reading pleasure.
Thank you, Queen Esther. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we'll be joined by Olatunkomi Akinlotan, who worked on the report documenting the plight of people living in Abuja in Osun State and Odeomi in Ogun State. Stay tuned.
Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Premium Times Half Hour, brought to you by Premium Times on Citizen FM 93.7. Before we're joined by Olatunkomi, the Premium Times reporter who worked on this report that detailed the suffering of residents of this community, let's take a little dive into the report. The year 2022 came with so many sad tales for the people of Agbinpe in Osun and Odeomi in Ogun states, owing to negligence by government of the health facilities existing in the states. They have had to watch their children, wives, and neighbors die because of a lack of access to quality health care. Women in labor are subjected to unacceptable birth conditions where they have to give birth on mats laid in the open because the hospitals do not have theaters, neither do they have beds for these women to give birth on. These women have died in canoes on their way to better health centers far from their communities. We're joined by Olasukomi this morning. He'll be joining us all the way from Lagos on the phone, who saw the residents firsthand to answer a few questions. Do not forget you can join us on this call this morning on this conversation by calling the following numbers: 090-3222-9797, You can also call 080-8222-2037. You can also call 080-8222-2037. And you can as well call 081-8222-2205. These are the numbers to call to join the call. And we'll bring in Sukomi live to join us this morning. Good morning, Sukomi.
Good morning, Chairman.
Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
Where are you joining us from? From Lagos, Osun, or where exactly you joining us from?
I'm joining from Abuja, capital of Ogun State, this morning.
Thank you very much. And how is Abuja this morning?
Fine, beautiful.
Can you tell us a bit of the story behind the story? What part of your findings didn't make it to the report?
That report actually started when I was visiting a community, a local government in Ogun State, where students sit on bare floor to learn and also write exams. When that story became very big for us, I reported him, and just the way Premium Times operates, we will not stop on the surface. So my editor instructed that I do a follow-up on that story, which forced me to visit that community. When I got there, I noticed that in response to the story, the government of Ogun State have rushed to take furnitures to those schools, and I saw them firsthand, new, although not, they are not furnitures that are newly done. They are furnitures that have been done before now, but were just brought to that school at that time. So at that point, I saw the need to also look around the community to see the standard of living of the people, and also see what children either suffer or enjoy around the community. It was during my walk around that I saw an health center that people should not even visit that place at all. But unfortunately, that is even the only one that is around that community. It is dependent on by a number of about 9 or 11 communities that travels to that primary health center. So when I got there, I discovered that it's in town. It is in a state that should not be around our people. So my discussions with the dwellers in that place made me understand that they have been coping with this for a long time. Even at that very primary health center, there are no doctors nor nurses. There is only one auxiliary nurse that should be called that was present at that hospital. And that was what led to that report.
Okay, I mean, I don't want to believe that these people don't have any representative at the state or federal level. I mean, why do they have to suffer this much loss and negligence? And I know that there are budgetary allocations for facilities like this. So why do they have to suffer this kind of negligence?
I think first is that we all know what and how our Nigerian politicians are, and their dispositions to the work at which they fought to take, their dispositions to the job at which they campaign to beg for votes to take. Mm-hmm. And that is it is just what it is. When I was at that place, I asked that I'm taking to, if I can't find it, but the house of the House of Representatives who was around that place. When I got to the place, The person was not expectedly not at home. They said he's in Abuja, and I called his phone and it rang out. That is even as minimal to that of the state government. When I couldn't reach their representative at the House of National Assembly, I moved to the state government to get reports. I started with the Commissioner for Health. I called repeated times. I also visited his office, but he did not, was not on seat. Neither did he return my calls nor text message. Only for me to get a call maybe 2 or 3 days after the report was published by an unknown number saying that they would like us to have a sit and talk. And I said about what? Said about the editorial I wrote about the commissioner. I said, I did not write about the commissioner. I only write the reaction that I got from the absence of the commissioner that I met while I was trying to have a comment on it. I said there will be at the meet, we should meet some, and I said at the time at which you are mentioning, I will not be doing reporting at that time, and I shouldn't be sitting there. That is just the quality of representatives and politicians that we have, and it is just pathetic. That is what we have.
Interesting. What we've heard so far from Olasekumi, but please remember that this is an audio-centered program, meaning you can start to call us right away to weigh in on this conversation, give us your opinion and your thought, as well as tell us the condition of the healthcare facility in your community. The numbers to call are 090 32 22 97 97, 090 32 82 20 20 37, 080 82 22 20 37. You can also call 081 82 22 22 05, 081 82 22 22 05. Those are the numbers to call.
Okay, Olasekumi, so I want to know now, besides the fact that somebody reached out and saying that they want to talk to discuss with the commissioner. First of all, have you been able to have any reasonable conversation with the commissioner since the story was published? I mean, despite the fact that they reached out.
Not at all. I was expecting that even if there will be a follow-up, they have an explanation to do.
Right.
They would have actually reached out, but till now, from that unknown number, unknown person that actually called, I have not received any correspondence or any.
I mean, you would hope that they would want to react to something like this, or maybe make a pledge or a promise or something, because that is what is expected.
Yes. But you know, explain that soon. When public office holders have nothing tangible to tell the people, they just hide them under different guise. And that is the country where we are. We can only continue to pay here and also do our own job thoroughly as journalists.
So have you recorded any other impact or feedback since the report was published?
Not yet, but I think that report actually gave pointers to other things in that environment and in the state as well. I'm also working on something that has to do with education, and I think after that I'll go back to health. We'll keep doing this and hopefully we'll get positive results from this.
All right.
Thank you very much, Olasekumi, for the great work you're doing in Southwest Nigeria. I'm sure the people of these communities are very glad that their voices are being heard from all over the country. It is interesting that in recent times, in the 21st century, and even after what we experienced with the COVID-19 pandemic, we still have, health facilities, primary healthcare facilities, actually, they are suffering a lot of loss. Thank you once again, Olasekumi, and please enjoy a good day in Abuja. Dear listeners, do not forget that this is the point where you call in to weigh in on the conversation to tell us the nature of the healthcare facility in your community. And who knows, your community might be the next location for Olasekumi to visit and spotlight what you are going through, good or bad. We are very much interested. The numbers to call are 090 32 22 97 97, 090 32 22 97 97, 080 82 22 22 37. I'll take that again. 080-8222-2037. You can also call 081-8222-2205. 081-8222-2205. We'll take a short break now, and when we get back, we'll await your call and hear more.
Public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out. Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, this is Premium Times Half Hour, brought to you by Premium Times on Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja, and we have been discussing how healthcare centers in Osun and Ogun State worsen health conditions and lead to death for members of the community. And I have in the studio with me Queen Esther. We were joined earlier by Olasukomi, the reporter who worked on this report, to throw more insight and share with us what he found on the field. And like we've heard, there are other issues in these communities beyond healthcare. There's probably going to be an education story coming up soon from Olasukomi. Queen Esther, just a quick question. In your area, in the paradise where you live in, what is the healthcare like in that area?
Bold of you to think I live in a paradise, Amaka. But then again, it's not 100. It's not 100. There's room for improvement. It's not all of that. I've visited a couple of primary healthcare centers around my the local government where I stay now in Nasarawa State, and besides the fact that you see just maybe one nurse or one doctor, you almost do not have beds. There was one I visited recently where it was like I had to come back and tell somebody I saw gutters inside. I mean, they're like potholes inside the hospital with water inside, and then you see people on the floor connected to drips that are flowing from God knows where. I mean, it's not 100, but there's room for improvement. That's what I think.
I like the way you say there's room for improvement. There's more than a room for improvement. There's a country for improvement. I would like to say. The numbers to call are 090-3222-9797, 090-3222-9797. You can call 080-8222-2037, 080-8222-2037. You can also call 081-8222-2205. 081-8222-2205. So for me, what stood out in this report is when the part where a woman was in a canoe and she was in labor, heading to a hospital that's about 3 hours away from where she is. And you ask yourself, what if this canoe had capsized? What would have been the story? Why should I, in labor, be heading to the hospital 3 hours away in a canoe?
It's a tedious trip already to take in a canoe on water, and then you're not sure of how you're going to make it. I mean, I can't imagine really, but I feel like I like that they're reaching out. I like that they have seen it. I mean, these are the kind of reports that should be out there. I mean, I'm disappointed that nothing has been said about it. You know, normally you would expect the government officials to want to react or make promises or maybe give an excuse like, oh, we did not actually receive the entire allocation that was given to us.
But it's interesting, the commissioner is stonewalling, so let's see how long. I mean, if more reports come out from that area,
perhaps it will make them want to
speak. Interesting. Thank you very much, Queen Esther. So just quickly to announce that Premium Times will have a live conversation, a live interview at 3 p.m. today with the representative of the Ukraine's Ministry of Education. We're well aware that a lot of Nigerian students were affected by the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, which has led them to flee Ukraine, and their education is now on shaky grounds. This is an avenue for Nigerian students who fled Ukraine affected by this war to weigh in, to join the conversation. It's live to ask as many questions as possible. You can join in live on Premium Times' various accounts. On YouTube, it's Premium Times. On Twitter, it's Premium Times. On Facebook, it's Premium Times. And on Instagram, LinkedIn, Premium Times as well. So do not miss this opportunity to weigh in and ask all of those important questions you have to ask. This is the point where we wrap up today's conversation, and we hope that you call out your representative, call out the government if the health facilities in your areas are not working, because health is wealth. I mean, health is life. So if it's not working, you as well know it's a death trap in your environment. But before we wrap up for today, I'd like Vanessa to bring us up to date on the reports we published this week.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly say this before I bring the report. I think this is a time for citizens to use this to rate the performance of their representatives and use this as a criteria in the coming election. I mean, these are people who have come to make promises to you before. I keep telling people you should not just focus on the presidential elections alone. There are people at the National Assembly, there are people at the State House of Assemblies, and these people come to you and make promises and tell you, I'll do this, I'll do that. And if after 4 years they have not provided basic amenities like healthcare, I think you should use that as a criteria to vote them out or vote in somebody else who you think will actually perform. So it's just my 2 cents to citizens of the country. Okay, so here are some interesting reports Premium Times published during the week. We published the part 3 of a special report titled Left to Suffer, and how Buhari delays law seeking social safety net for senior citizens. We also published a report on how the current flood in the country has killed over 500 people and damaged 90,000 homes across Nigeria, according to officials. The floods this year appear to be unprecedented, and about half of the country have come almost underwater. In another special report, we published how criminalization of petty offenses in Nigeria violates the poor. You'll find these reports and more on our website, www.premiumtimesng.com.
Thank you very much, Queen Esther. And do not forget to tune in every Wednesday to join our Twitter spaces, where we bring on policymakers, government officials, and advocates of different issues to weigh in on national conversations and national issues. I hope you had a fantastic time with us this morning. Make sure to keep a date with us every Thursday, same time, 11 a.m. on Citizen FM 93.7. This is Premium Times Half Hour, brought to you by Premium Times, Nigeria's leading multimedia news platform, which serves you every minute stories that can help you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations to account. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting contents, for your delight. For timely updates on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. We will be here again, same time, same day, next week. From Queen Esther, the birthday girl, and myself, enjoy a great weekend.
Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other